In our headline this morning, Governor Obiano launches literacy and reading program for students in the state. Anambra State Health Insurance Agency urges more in the Anambra to subscribe to the new health insurance scheme. Federal government and International Organization for Migration begin review of national diaspora policy to attract more investment. 7 jihadis sentenced to life imprisonment over 2015 Tunisia beach resort attacks. Good morning. My name is Theophilus Okoha. Let's bring you the details of the news. State government has launched the literary and reading program for students in the state. Governor Obiano performed the function entitled Enriching Reading Culture and Improving Literacy at Community Education Resource Center. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana reports that the event was organized by the State Ministry of Basic Education. His report.
Stakeholders in basic education in the state attended the event, including board members of Anambra State Universal Basic Education, ASUBE, Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSSC, teachers and students, among others. According to Governor Obiano, who applauded the efforts of teachers in the state at grooming students, the condition for the workability of the 65 years retirement age for teachers' extension is mandatory attendance to classroom. Recall that the retirement age for teachers in the state was recently approved and extended from 60 years to 65 years by state government. The governor, who explained the various efforts of its administration in the sector, noted that reading is critical to child development, notwithstanding modern age gadget encroachment, saying that reading is important to teachers and students.
Very, very proud of our teachers. Very proud of our students. They've been making us proud all over. I'm particularly proud of the Honorable Commissioner for Basic Education for her tireless effort in getting most of our programs in education off the table.
The Commissioner for Basic Education, Professor Kate Omenoga, stressed that the project is vital because it takes a community to raise a child, saying that the governor's blueprint in education was to ensure that no child is left behind, as she said that among other initiatives, they will create community reading hubs.
We keep on promising all the time is that we must continue to widen the horizon of education, expand the frontiers of education, and we must make sure that, like you wish, Your Excellency, no child will be left behind.
Present at the event was the BOT chairman of the Reading Association of Nigeria, Professor Chukwuemeka Onokogo, among others. The ceremony featured reading exercise by students, presentation of laptops to Education Management System information officers, presentation of books to schools, as well as unveiling of plaques by the governor. From the Community Education Research Center, Obono, Ejike Abana, RBS News.
The Anambra State Health Insurance Agency has called on the state citizenry to key into the legacy project of Governor Obiano in the health sector to cater for all their health-related needs in the future. This was the central message delivered when the staff of the agency embarked on a sensitization walk to the state capital, to state capital territory, Oka and Onitsha metropolis. Correspondent Chibuzo Bidike monitored the work and filed this report.
The Health Insurance Agency, which was established through Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme Law of 2016, has a mandate to provide for all Anambra citizens quality health care services at a very low cost. While expressing delight with the testimonies received from the state residents, the Executive Secretary of the agency, Dr. Simeon Onyemechi, acknowledged the tremendous progress achieved so far and revealed that plans are in top gear to register millions of people before the end of the year into the scheme at a subsidized rate. Dr. Onyemechi noted that the agency, among other things, commenced registration for both civil servants and the public, which was made possible by Governor Willie Obiano, and made it clear that well-meaning citizens of the state have begun to register people in their localities because of its impact on society.
So it gladdens my heart to now see today that the Anambra who have embraced the scheme have started testifying to the benefits of the scheme. So this goes without saying that yes, this is possible in Anambra. His Excellency, the Executive Governor, has this vision, and we are keen into it, telling people that it is possible. It is happening already in our own time in our state. This is a legacy project that the governor does not play with. He is very committed, very passionate about ensuring that this scheme succeeds, and he's been very supportive. All we are now asking for is the monies he has put into this scheme. People should come and key in.
Speaking at Onitsha Main Market, the Special Assistant to the Governor on Health Insurance and Pension Matters, Mr. Dozio Opalugu, pointed out that the work was to sensitize the people on the imperative of enrolling in the health insurance scheme, which is affordable. Mr. Opalugu explained that with a token of 1,000 naira monthly, with their approved network of hospitals, one can access the scheme, and appreciated the laudable project by the state government, asking the citizenry to embrace it as health is wealth.
How this works is this: you make a payment of 1,000 naira a month. So when you tabulate that, it gives you 12,000 naira for the 12-month calendar year. So all you need to do is just walk out of the hospital after receiving treatment without paying any other amount again. The level of compliance has been very tremendous.
In Oka, Chibuzo Bidiki, RBS News.
The state sector of the Federal Road Safety Corps has restated its commitment towards implementing strategic initiatives to further promote road safety across the state. Speaking in Oka, the new state sector commander, Mr. Andrew Kumapai, disclosed that the state recorded 6% decrease in road crashes between December 2018 and January 15 this year. Paul Izuke has details.
According to Mr. Kumapai, within the period, 17 road crashes were recorded involving 28 vehicles, in which 128 people were involved. He explained that 75 persons sustained injuries in the crashes, while 2 people died, noting that the achievements were due to commitment and hard work of the late commander, Mr. Sunday Ajayi, and the personnel of the Corps, as well as effective collaboration with all stakeholders. The new commander said he will consolidate on remarkable achievements already on ground by, among other things, increasing visibility of the Corps in all parts of the state through expanding public enlightenment programs, enforcement of traffic rules and regulations, patrol operations, removal of obstructions, traffic control, and improved data generation.
Once again, commend all of you for the synergy that we are seeing between your agencies and the Federal Safety Corps. It's a notable effort on your part, because you are contributing your whole quota in ensuring that we have the same modern environment in Anambra State, and you need to be commended for this. And again, like my staff officer says when he was introducing me, some of you are aware of the incidents that occurred last December, the death of the base lieutenant commander, and that he has a very wonderful relationship with the press, and has been working assiduously with all of you to ensure that all the programs for FRC are covered here in Anambra State.
On the coming general elections, he said the Corps will work with other agencies to enforce restriction of movement and ensure hitch-free exercise. In Oka, Paul Ezoke, RBS News.
Voters have been charged to come out and exercise their civic responsibility on the election days while voting with clear conscience, devoid of monetary inducement. They were also asked to guide their votes to bring about democratic dividends. This was the core message of the Elite Corps during their sensitization rally around Oka and environs. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi brings more details.
The Elite Community Initiative Corps is a non-governmental organization approved by INEC to be part of the 2019 election observers, and through community efforts help in community development, security, and crisis prevention. The sensitization outreach took the Elite Corps to major areas of Oka City like Nkwamenyi, Ikoka, Amobia, Unizik temporary sites, and host of other places, with flyers shared to the people and a message by the commandant of the Corps, Mr. Bernard Okpara, centered on electorate's choice of candidates without any form of inducement, guarding their votes and reporting suspicious activities to appropriate security agencies.
mmepe obodo ekwesịghị imepe ga-ala ndị godfatherism ndị nna na ihe gbasara ọchịchị ga-ewere ukwu oche. So ivotoro onye credible candidate wụ dị mma ịmasabụ ya dị mma ọ ga-enye aka wede mmepe obodo.
Some respondents who spoke to the ABS after some sports sensitization, Mr. Saikus Ani and Mr. Jacob Ene, showered praises on the elite corps for taking it upon themselves to go all out to inform and educate the people on their expectation during election, especially on the monster of vote buying, as all should vote according to their conscience.
Over greediness, I go over the make the rights. I got an idea like I didn't interested in you, make where because of foreign airway because of money longer truth. That's kind of but the do should come in the society should have that. We will see now I'm an illegal election. I got them.
Oh, when you got to tell about which any ego or vote, lay conscience here. The command you know to a vote to lay your conscience. The man was right, he said, made something. How you vote to the other person? No, now vote, the vote, guide accordingly. You all know now vote. You were right, in that ego, wait to your vote. So now we're right, you will nobody.
In Oka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukodi for RBS News.
The Social Democratic Party, SDP, in Jikoka local government area has declared their full support for the ABGA candidate for Anambra Central Senatorial District, Senator Victor Ume, following his landmark achievements and impact in the red chambers in the past 1 year. Correspondent Valentine Mbadua has the report.
Speaking on the occasion, the SDP coordinator of the local government, Mr. Boniface Maduka, noted that Senator Ume has distinguished himself through his outstanding performance at the Red Chambers within a short time, adding that the interests of Ndibo and the nation at large should override every individual or group's interest.
Many motions. You go see now, even I send in our lawyer. Half of Nigeria, but I send again our lawyer. Look, you will not. And so I want the SDP, SDP, local government. Where Sena, in Kelolalo, I like Kenya. Now, even in a Megideni, Ogiji, well, but I am upon a barrel get to see Yaba. Even to see what the I'm in what the cherry man, I went in with them. I said, OMM, I was in a SDP, and 1 year work there. Come on now. I had to all party guy at the wrong mother. I went to call Western or Hamadike. Are you agree? Nae Yakuana on a Jajamona,
Responding, Senator Ume, who appreciated the courageous and bold move of the members of SDP, assured to carry everybody along, irrespective of party affiliation. Senator Ume emphasized that his struggle at the Red Chambers of National Assembly is to secure the place of Ndibo at national level, protect the interests of the region, and also reawaken the spirit of effective representation.
Thank you, no. You the Senate in Anambra Central. What's no medical not to I'm a canon. Only legal commercial, legal nature for no. I want to make a endorse. I want to be back and name when I'm a second column Nazo. I don't know, I know you now. Then I go on Cavona. It was the one day in Chicago. You talking about my constituency, Anambra Central. When they went there, I got with for everybody, not for any particular group. So when we find an empowerment of women and youth, I can say I can will come them back.
From Enuguku in Njikoka local government area, Valentine Mbadwa reporting for ABS News.
The federal government of Nigeria is reviewing the draft National Diaspora Policy, NDP, in order to attract more investment from Nigerians in the diaspora. The policy is also aimed at maximally harnessing the skills and affluence of Nigerians outside the country for national development. The 3-day stakeholders workshop for the review of the draft National Diaspora Policy and Action Plan in Kaduna was organized by the International Organization for Migration, IOM. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the workshop, the Federal Commissioner, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, Zafia Omaru Farouk, said the policy, when adopted, will go a long way in complementing the existing efforts of the federal government in ensuring that Nigerians abroad are well protected and Nigeria derives maximum benefits from its diaspora. The state-backed Royal Bank of Scotland, RBS, will next week hand out a £335 million bonus paid to staff as it reports in second consecutive annual profit since being rescued by taxpayers. It was launched that RBS Board and UK Government Investment UKGI, which manages the public's 62.4% stake in the bank, have agreed on the bonus pool. The payouts will be disclosed to the city alongside the lender's full-year result next Friday. If confirmed, the bonus award will mark the 10th successive year in which RBS has caught the staff payouts amid political anger after its £45.5 billion bailout. 7 jihadists have been sentenced to life in prison in Tunisia over gun and grenade attacks at a museum and a beach resort in 2015. 60 people, mostly tourists, died in the attacks and many were wounded. Other defendants received lesser prison terms, but 27 were acquitted. The first attack on the Bardo Museum in Tunis in March 2015 killed 22 people. 3 months later, 38 tourists, most of them British, were shot dead at Port Ellen Katuinin near Suez. Among the dead in the beach attack were a 24-year-old beauty blogger, a 49-year-old man, his father and his nephew, and several couples in holiday together. Governor Willie Obiano has promised to upgrade the Ekulobia Township Stadium to a mini stadium. Governor Obiano announced this during the 2019 Inter-Seminary and Convent Games Fiesta hosted by Archbishop Christian Efobi Seminary School Ekulobia. Correspondent Chidima Ikenyo has the rest of the story.
The event, which was the 6th edition, attracted students from both Enugu and Niger provinces of the Anglican Communion, as well as state government functionaries. Declaring the fiesta open, Governor Obiano, who spoke through the chairman, Anambra State Sports Commission, Mr. Tony Oli, encouraged the spirit of sportsmanship exhibited by the participants and said that the present administration is ready to go to any length in seeing that students from the state do well in sports and other activities.
As a state that loves sports, I stand here to tell you now that this stadium here, that the government has given an approval to construct here as a mini stadium. That approval was just given at the expo of Tuesday. So here is going to be a stadium.
The chief host and Anglican Bishop of Agwata Diocese, Right Reverend Samuel Ezofo, represented by Venerable Chijoke Nwankwo, stated that sports remain a paramount part of child development, which is why the diocese decided to host the games.
We are most grateful to God who has kept us alive to see yet another inter-seminary games, which is an annual event. I also appreciate and congratulate my noble colleague and the host principal with his team of staff for giving us a conducive environment to take part in this competition.
In their various welcome addresses, the chairman, Conference of Principals, Provinces of the Niger and Enugu, Venerable Bennett Ememdu, and the principal, Archbishop Christian Efobi Seminary, Reverend Canon Ifeanyi Mbemena, thanked the Diocese of Agwata for accepting to host the event, saying it aims at maintaining excellence and discipline in sports. Some of the students that participated in the games, including Chidera Anieze from Ambassadors College, Atani, and Franklin Anyekwe from Good Shepherd Seminary, Enugu, were elected for participating in the games.
They are so exciting and it's good for each student to partake in a sport. it helps in the mental development and physical development. I'm thanking them for what they have done and the money, the strength. I'm praying that God should strengthen them and they should provide more grace to those who failed, like second chance.
Should allow the spirit of sportsmanship to overrule them so that if they come out to participate in anything, that they will do it willingly.
Among the dignitaries that graced the occasion were the Chairman, Board of Governors, Archbishop Christian FOB Seminary, Kulobia, Professor Obanwuba, and Director of Sports in the State Ministry of Sports, Mr. Joe Omodu.
Thank God that it is finally over and the students are visibly happy over the newest development and the sporting activities. And as it is advised, they should face their studies and focus more on their studies as they put more energy in sporting activities. From the Ekulobia Township Stadium, I am Chidimma Ikanyo reporting for ABS News.
That's the size of our package this morning, but remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging onto our website, www.absradiotv.com. Like us at www.facebook.com/ABSRadioTelevision. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And now the main points of the news. Governor Obiano has launched literary and reading program for students in the state. Anambra State Health Insurance Agency has urged more in the Anambra to subscribe to the new health insurance scheme. Federal government and National Organization for Migration have begun review of national diaspora policy to attract more investment. And we also told you that 7 jihadists have been sentenced to life imprisonment over 2015 Tunisia beach resort attacks. Good morning. My name is Theophilus Okoha. Thanks for watching.